Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 02.27.2026. Current time is 05:57 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside this Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday. We made it. We're here. We're running. End of the week. The weekend has started for me and most other folks. For you working stiffs, just get through the day and your weekend will be starting. But we're here at the end of the week, and it's good to be here. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over on X. My mainstay for posting on these fine, good social media platforms here on this internet and the interwebs. And you can follow me elsewhere. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where else I'm at. And then I want to say a very good morning to Tina. You got your dialysis done, didn't you? I hope you did. Or else you're really, really late. But good morning to our Jersey girl, Tina, from Central New Jersey. Glad to have you here, Tina. And I hope you had a good week, despite the other thing there that you hit. Hopefully she got snowed in, I guess. She couldn't get there and stuff, and then she had a heater problem and stuff. I hope your heat is or they've at least come to look at it and stuff like that. I guess that's the thing that's been going on there. My week has been a good week. Wednesday was good. Oh, you just got up? Okay, you just got up. Okay, Tina, go get the coffee, girl. What's that? Oh, and the miss is getting her coffee too, and she says good morning. Did you say good morning?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. She said, I thought you here. I got these on. I can't. She said good morning, and don't skip dialysis. It's very, very risky. Oh, hey, Double J's is in the house. Yeah. Good morning, Double J's. The missus says good morning, coming from an undisclosed location on the southern hemisphere. Good morning, Double J's. Hope you had a good week too. And Tina says lots of left getting coffee. Okay, get the coffee there, girl. and Tina saying good morning to the missus, all from the Twitch side. And but we are getting. I had a good week, and Tina saying hi to Double J's, and I do have the morning coffee. Speaking of coffee, I got to mention that. Yes, before we go any further, I got to mention that Double J saying hi to Tina, both on the Twitch side, and we have two people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Rumble rocks. I love Rumble. And one person on locals. We got that one faithful person on locals there. That's great. I toast my coffee cup to you, the one person on local, and one person on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, and three people on Twitch. Thank you very much. And but I had a good week. I think since we last met Wednesday, I did have a chess game. Oh my God, what a chess game! I think I played out my ass. I was going in with I was playing white, and I actually took out a board yesterday to go over the moves because I remember there wasn't that many moves because I got my neighbor, which is astounded him as much as it did me. I was going in with one strategy, one opening. Okay, I can't figure what. I'm not sure what opening I was doing or something like that, but I was looking at doing a certain opening, and then I opened up with king, pawn to king four. He opened with queen, pawn to queen four. I opened with no pawn to king four. He opened with pawn to queen four. So we're like opposites, and it's like, whoa, you don't get that type of opening. He's being aggressive for black. So I ended up going queen's knight to queen bishop 4-3 to protect my pawn, and then he takes my pawn. So I end up taking my pawn or his pawn with my knight. He brings out. What did he bring out? He brought out his other knight to try and take my knight, which was hanging. So I moved my queen to king two, protecting the knight, and then he brings out his other knight, his king knight to king bishop 3, which is a standard move and stuff like that. And then I end up figuring, okay, I'm going to do this. I go queens, knight, pawn to knight 3 to bring my bishop out to protect, to come up at the angle. And then he does the same thing for me. And then I'm saying, I can't believe what he's doing, because what he's doing, his knight is hanging there, because when this is the sixth move, my knight takes his knight that's on his king bishop 3, and there's only one pawn that's protecting it, and that's in front of the king. Well, he can't move that pawn because I checked him there. Okay, that's a checkmate or a check. It's subsequently a checkmate, because he as soon as he moves it, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, he doesn't see it, does it? He doesn't see it, because I saw it 2 moves before. If he was, and I didn't think he was going to do it. He moves his pawn, but he can't. He suddenly realized he can't move his pawn because on the file, the queen has him in check. So it's checkmate in 6 moves. I'm like, holy crap. That is on a level of I would say on a grandmaster. It's one of those fluke those. It's a fluke thing, because everybody knows, anybody has played chess for a while, they know the 4 move checkmate. That's obvious. Okay, this isn't obvious because the queen is sitting there back, and you don't realize that, you don't think that your opponent, me, the white, is going to take his knight. Well, I am, because he can't move that pawn because it's pinned by the queen, and his other pawn on the other side is moved forward. So, oh yeah, that was and even my neighbor, I lost big time to him Monday. I dropped my queen, and I resigned after that. I dropped my queen to my, and I've done this a number of times where I'm not focused. And as soon as, if I lose my queen to my neighbor, I resign. There's no, when we're on chess.com, I have to resign, because there's no way of giving that back. When I'm playing over at his house down the street here in the gazebo, was one time he gave me my queen back twice. I still lost. So we're pretty well evenly matched, and he was like, wow. we spent like 15, 20 minutes analyzing that because I told him, I said, I was looking at this. I was going to do one opening, and that pawn queen, it completely changed my whole. So I had this like, okay, let's go ahead and just do this and see what happens. And I knew my knight was in a position I could strike, but I didn't think he was going to move his knight pawn forward, and my queen was already in position. And yeah, it is a very good feeling, good kill, yes. And even my neighbor said that. We're looking at that, and I'm really happy. And he was just like, wow. So we didn't play a chess game, or we didn't have another game after that. I said, that's it, that's a mic dropping moment and stuff like that. So that made my week in the middle of the week pretty good and stuff like that. So but we play, I've been analyzing it. I'm going to be black next Monday and Wednesday. We play chess twice a week now. We've been playing Mondays for like almost 2 years now. We were playing every Friday, then we changed it to Mondays because he golfs. And then the local library has a chess club. Well, they put up a post. We're starting a chess club. They have one chessboard, but they ended up buying two more, so they got three chessboards. So the one that wants to show up are me and my neighbor, as far as that goes. So that was good. And oh, look who comes in! And we got Tony D coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. Good morning, my friend, and glad to have you here. As far as that goes, and salute to you. Good morning from Tony. And the missus says good morning to you, Tony, and hashtag PSTTD, hashtag positive start to the day. And that's what we're having. So that made my but I spent yesterday morning, I was checking it out and getting the sequence down and stuff like that. And I had seen this type of opening. I think it was about 6 months ago on YouTube. They have these YouTube shorts, and they had that also. And salute to you, my friend Tony, giving me the salute from the Twitch. He gave me the weather. We'll get to the weather here on the Rumble side, and he's came in on the YouTube side. So he's checking all the channels. All channels are 5x5, and he's saying hi to Tina. So I got the board out right now. I spent like I was late on doing my audio podcast, the Fireman Rich audio podcast yesterday, and let's see, Tony saying good morning to Double J's, and Tina saying good morning to Tony, as far as that goes in the chat. So if we have an active chat, and Double J's responding back to Tony, hello, sir, and on the chat there. So I was late for I ran a little late doing the audio podcast yesterday. Usually I have it up by 8 o'clock. I was playing around with the chessboard yesterday morning, figuring out the moves and writing down and stuff like that. So I had to do that just to get it the complete, just to have closure with the game, I guess, to figure it, to look at it one more time. It's like, wow. But I had seen this type of opening, 6-move checkmate, about 6 months ago on a short, and I was just fascinated with it. I think I spent like I watched the YouTube short like 6-7 times, and then I came back to it, and I just remembered it. So I knew my original strategy, my original opening wasn't gonna. I could have gone with it, but it's like, well, he's driving me in a different direction, and it just, when that knight is sitting there, it can be very deadly. And it was like 1 in 1,000 type chances that he moved that his king knight pawn forward, because it only left one pawn protecting the square that was at his king's bishop 3. And if you've got the piece pinned, it's deadly. It's deadly. And this was I think it was a grandmaster that was showing that did the short there. That I look at some of his. You can learn a lot about chess online, though. I'm getting. I think my game level has gone up because I'm watching. I always look at and there's a couple of I have bookmarked, some old Bobby Fischer matches that back in the day. Now the chess today, Magnus, the world champion, he does a speed chest. I can't do that. That's beyond me as far as that's amazing and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, hey, Captain Rehab. No, I think you're the one as far as that one. Captain Rehab says good morning to the missus. Captain Rehab, he's here. It's a Friday. And we got 7 people on Rumble. Let's get 3 more, folks. Let's get 3 more. We can do a coffee. And let's see. Captain Rehab saying hi to Tina. And Tony saying hi to Captain Rehab. Good to have you here, Captain Rehab. Coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Did I say where Tony? Tony's coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. I don't know if I told you, Tony. I always like to say where people are coming in from. And Tony is on rumbling. He's rumbling. Thank you, Tony. We're back. We're up to 8. We need 2 more. Let me get my prop ready. Can we get to 10, please? Where's my prop? Just in case. I don't know where my prop is. Don't know where my prop is. I'm not going to mess up that shelf because I'll have everything on the floor. Captain Rehab says, "Oh my God, coffee campaign, please." Yeah, let's do a coffee campaign. We got to get 2 more Rumble folks, please. Hey, you Rumble, dial in, dial a friend, and say, "Hey, Fireman Rich needs 2 more people." We're close. We haven't been this close starting a broadcast in a while. Let's see. Let me see what they have for the campaign. Yeah, I have it right at the. No, I have 3 already at the top. I got the coffee one, the wallet one, and the premium one for Rumble. So we need 10 people. Oh, it went down to 7. We're not going to get it. It goes up and then it teases me. It teases me, the RAC, the read ad campaigns. That's fine. That's no problem. It's fun just talking about it. But Rumble, just to give Rumble a plug, Rumble is great because they do monetize right out of the gate. I have received a check from Rumble for I think it was same as Twitch. I'm not no big. It's like $50. I get a $50 check from Twitch maybe once every 3 or 4 months on Twitch, and I've gotten one since the read ad campaign started. But I have to get at least 10 people. When they first started, I didn't matter how many people I had. So I was able to get my thing up there. So I don't think I broadcast a lot, but I don't really advocate for a big audience, so to speak, and stuff like that. But Rumble is good because if you got if you got a genre or a content that you want to present here on Rumble, you can multicast from. And this is just my perspective. I have no association with Rumble other than I use Rumble and I'm a consumer and stuff like that. I don't work for Rumble, but Rumble is a great program, folks. I don't care if they, they don't pay me to say that or whatever. But I do enjoy being on Rumble. Rumble is a fantastic platform, and it goes out to other fantastic platforms. So we streamlined it this year to where we're only going to Twitch, YouTube, and locals as far as that goes. And the reason why I used to be on Facebook Live and X Live, but over on Facebook, after about 2 or 3 weeks, they shit can the video, and then I might as well just put the link up there because at least the link is up there still. And the same thing with X Live. They have the picture starting out, then it just goes to a post with a link in it and whatever verbiage you put in there, and then after that, that's all it is. And it's like I don't like that. I don't, it's I might as well just put the link up if that's all that's going to be up there afterwards. They don't put the picture, so it's and Rumble. It just I've used it for a lot of things. They have Rumble Shorts now you can do as far as that goes, and so Rumble's good. Rumble is good, and I appreciate all you people that are watching me now. As far as that goes, and I do this morning coffee. It's for my own get up and go, and because it's always good to start the day off positive. I've been like that since I was in the Air Force. I think more so now because I'm a lot older, a lot more wiser, as far as that goes. So, but we're gonna get going here. And the morning coffee is tasting really, really good this morning. And we've been on time for the most part ever since the start of this new year. So I've been starting anywhere from quarter of to we started at 5 minutes to 6. So I'm enjoying that as far as getting up because it it's a good routine, and you have to have a good routine, a good positive routine as far as that goes. Let me check my audio here real quick. I know it's running. Yep. Yeah, the audio's good. Okay, so we're going to get going here. Let's see. Currently, here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's 23 degrees Fahrenheit, -5. But I didn't go out like I normally do. It's still well, it's starting to get daylight out there. You can see it's starting to get a little daylight out. The sun's starting to rise, but 23 degrees. But you go out there, the wind's not blowing. The wind is very, very subtle as far as that goes. And hey, we got Farmer from Virginia. Good morning. Good, and he's saying good morning to everyone here. Good morning to Farmer. Glad to have you here on the Rumble side. And there's Tony. Tony is over there on Rumble also saying good morning to Farmer. Glad to have you here. I hope all is well down there in Virginia, despite your governor. I just say it. Probably the worst speeches I ever saw was her response to President Trump's um, State of the Union address, which got very positive. I'm surprised. CBS and CNN, big big thumbs up on it. Very positive. There's a couple bag of donuts or knuckleheads with their bag of donuts outlooks on his thing, but it's just like. It doesn't matter what president, what side of the president. It's always good to be respectful and stuff. Okay, you can have a discussion, but when you do antics and all that, that's garbage as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't move the ball positively forward. It just creates a look at me, as far as that goes. And let's see, Farmer saying hi to Tony, as far as that goes. And let's see our weather here. We're going to have sunny. Woo, high of 49 degrees. Woo. Did you hear that? High of 49 degrees. Maybe we'll do that little project I was talking about next to the garage today. We could do that. We'll see how it goes this morning. Be sunny. I might have to get the solar panels out. Sunny, high of 49 degrees Fahrenheit, winds out of the south by southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's not bad. It's going to be a nice day up here. Wow. I think it's going to go cold over the weekend, though. Let me check the 10-day or the 10-day. The 10-day forecast, because it was pretty nice yesterday. I sat out on the porch there for a little bit in the afternoon there, soaking up some sun. Well, it was cloudy and stuff like that. Let's see. Temperatures 47 today, 52 tomorrow, 28. Yeah, it drops to 28 on Sunday, 29, and then we're back up in the 30s and 40s next week. And then 50 next Sunday, 56 next Sunday. Well, we're closer to spring. I think we're like 20. This is the second to the last day in February. So we got 23 more days. 20, I think about 23, 22, 23 more days of till spring. But 52 tomorrow. Wow. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
Why?
It's 52 degrees.
Oh my God.
It's a little bit nicer. Sun will be rising this morning at 6:44, which is in about let's see, that's 34 5 to 6 to 7, 38 minutes. 38 minutes. I got to use my calculator, my hands, my original calculator. 37 minutes. The sun will be rising at 6:44 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and be setting later today at 5:52 p.m. 8 more minutes till it hits 6 o'clock. Longer days, folks. We got longer days coming, and as far as that goes, and that is good. That is good. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:19 a.m. Clear skies in Honolulu, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 4:19 a.m. Clear skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. It's clear skies in Chicago, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And Farmer says, I wonder if she thinks masses actually believe her. She's not. Well, she's from. I don't know. That's the first time I heard her full speech there, Farmer, and you know more than I because that's your state, Virginia. But she was. She's going to tax everything. She's even going to tax people that take part in fantasy football. I mean, taxing. She's going to tax dog walkers. It just sounds like. I mean, let's just say the New York City mayor looks better in my eyes than the governor of Virginia right now. It's like she campaigned doing this, and she's doing all this crap over here. Um, that's disingenuous, I think, as far as a candidate running for office that they change. At least Mondani, you know what you're getting. He hasn't really, he's changed a little bit, but he has to. The reality of the office settles in. Maybe it will with her. I don't know. I wasn't impressed with her speech, though. It was really garbage as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's continue with our world times and temperatures in New York City at 6:21 a.m. It's 6:21 a.m. here in southern tier of upstate New York. Clear skies, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And down there in central Jersey, Tina is saying it is 42. It's going to be 42 degrees. That's a nice temperature there, Tina. 42 degrees Fahrenheit for the high and 24. And you're going to have a sunny day today. That's very good in central New Jersey. Thank you, Tina. Down Tony D's way, it's currently 61 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a great temperature right there. That's especially after you suffered cold during the winter time. 67 for the high, 56 for the low. It's raining though down there in Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia. That's where Tony is at. And let's see, continuing with our world times and temperatures, going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean to London, UK at 11:22 a.m. Cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, it's mangia time and lunchtime in Milan, a beautiful city. We've got rain in Milan at 12:22 p.m. 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Nope, back that up. I got to use my bifocals. 57 degrees Fahrenheit there. The numbers are small. And in Double J's home country of India, because he's at an undisclosed location in the southern hemisphere, but his home country is India, in New Delhi, India at 4:52 p.m. Sunny and clear in New Delhi, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. That's an okay time. That's a little warm, but I'll take it. Hell. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we're back up on the board back there. Let's see. In Mumbai, India, at 4:53 p.m. Cloudy skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit in Mumbai. In Kuala Lumpur at 7:23 p.m. 86 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur. And Farmer talking about his governor, newly elected governor. She would have us tax to listen to her lie to. Yeah, I wonder if she, because I'm broadcasting to you, are you going to have to pay a tax? I just hear taxes coming out of her mouth, though. As far as that goes, that's not a good thing starting out. You're going to spend more money. You want to take care. You want to maintain the goodness from even your predecessor, even though they might be on the other side of the aisle. In this case, it was. I guess it was a Republican governor there in Virginia. Now it's a Democrat, and was it Gretchen? What's her name? The Michigan. She's doing great now. She's not. I think if there's an example, I thought she was pretty wretched back during COVID, which her and Como, they were pretty much not really. They gave a good show that they were in control and stuff like that, but there was a lot of deaths attributed to some of their decisions that they made during COVID and stuff. But anyway, let's see. Continuing with our world times and temperatures. In Tokyo, Japan, at 8:24 p.m. Cloudy skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and down under on the great continent and in the great country and friends and allies. Australia is in Melbourne, Australia. We have at 10:24 p.m. 75 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies, and in Sydney, Australia, at 10:25 p.m., cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's 10:25 in Sydney. Brisbane is supposed to be in the same time zone. They're in the same general location time zone, but they don't do daylight savings time. So it's 9:25 in Brisbane at 73 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy skies. So it's cloudy all over. It looks like on the coast of Australia there. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak, folks. We do have a thought for today, and it's from a gentleman that's been here many times before. The great one of the world's greatest scientists, a theoretical physicist, and that's Albert Einstein, who was a German-born theoretical physicist and Nobel scientist who developed the theory of relativity and made significant contributions to quantum theory, which I don't know squat about. I have no idea about quantum theory, but a very smart man. He's up in my top 5 that I would like to meet. I think Abraham Lincoln, Ronald Reagan, and Pope Paul John, and then Albert Einstein. So he's number 4. I'm not sure who my number 5th. There's quite a few people as far as that goes. And, and Farmer laughs at that probably. Yeah. Very smart guy. His quote and our thought for today goes as follows. Only life lived for others is worthwhile. Think about that. Only life lived for others is worthwhile. You know, we live life, I live life, but I tell you, my family, that's everything to me. That makes it worthwhile. Those are the others in my realm as far as in my life. But it is a how do I put it? Physiologic, a statement emphasizing that true meaning, fulfillment, and lasting value in life are developed from selflessness, service, and contribution to well-being of humanity. It's when you contribute to your folks around you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, your community, and and number 1 before that, I would say country. God bless America. It suggests that a person's personal success and self-centered pursuits are fleeting. They don't really matter when in the big pictures of things when it's considered, whereas acts of kindness and contributions to others create a lasting legacy. And that goes back to everybody's self-integrity as far as that goes. So that's and Sheena says true. Yeah, very true. It's coming from a man that is very wise, very smart. And we say thank you, Albert Einstein, and thank you for your work here on this blue marble that we all live on. God bless and Godspeed. He's always got some great quotes, I should say. Great quotes from Albert Einstein. Yeah, this coffee's tasting good. I'm sucking it down here. Our national day today. Oh, I'm gonna have to go with that one. We got let's see, asthma. What's this? Asthma Awareness Day, whatever that is. It's a blue drink of some sort. I don't know what that is. Natural Retro Day. Yeah, I like being retro. This is sort of retro, but it's new. The Commodore 64. That's a retro. If you bring out the old one from now, this is definitely retro. This disk drive. That's 40 years old. This is brand new, so this is like 40 years old. So Retro Day, yeah. I still have a dial-up phone over here, or a push-button phone. Let's see, you got National Polar Bear Day. Yeah, let's give the polar bears. National Skip the Straw Day, yeah. And screw the paper straws. Bring back the plastic straws are in full force now. We're going to go with this one. I didn't really care for this, but I guess I grew to like it as far as that goes. And that's a day for these guys right here. I got a couple of them. I snagged these. These used to be my kids there, but they don't. Do you know what these are from? Today is, and my kids were they loved this. National Pokemon Day. Let's go with that one. National Pokemon Day. That's worldwide, isn't it? Man, they got the original Pokemon card. I saw an art or a headline. There was a Pokemon card, mint condition, one of the first ones. It's over $1 million. It's like, there's some money into that Pokemon. But today is hashtag Pokemon Day. February 27th is officially Pokemon Day on the National Day calendar. We are taking you on a journey through the world of Pokemon to learn why the Pokemon brand has reached the hearts of million kids and adults and fans across the globe. And Tina just said, okay, we'll have that one. Yeah, you say, okay, we'll go with that one, right? The foodie ones, you're like, yeah. um, yeah, I got to give one. At its core, Pokemon game, which I have actually watched Pokemon. I played Pokemon on the Nintendo with my kids back in the day. I even had the app where you had to search for your Pokemon and stuff like that. It was fun. It's like I have to admit, it was fun. I would say at work, I'm checking for my Pokemon, and there was a couple Pokemons right there at my workplace too. But anyway, you focus on collecting as many Pokemon as possible and train them to battle other Pokemon, all while celebrating the theme like teamwork, perseverance, friendships, and good sportsmanship. So it's actually teaching something. Okay, so that's an underlining thing that you don't realize until you get older. Each Pokemon has unique characteristics, abilities, and with more than 1,000 Pokemon discovered to date, that there's something for all types of trainers to love and call their favorite Pokemon. And Pikachu is probably by far the most popular one. That was the little cute guy there with the lightning bolt yellow tail. So it the Pokemon Day commemorates the launch of the first Pokemon video game, Pokemon. Oh, and I remember my kids; they were screaming for this game. The first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green in Japan on February 27th, 1996, kicking off a global phenomenon that captured Pokemon into one of the most popular and successful enterprise properties in the world. Since then, the community of global Pokemon fans, known as trainers, come together to celebrate for the brand on Pokemon. So today is hashtag Pokemon Day. It's a good thing. It's sort of that. I guess you could say is Pokemon retro too, because it's from 1996. I think there's some things from 96 that could be retro. I was just getting out of the service. My kids were just getting into it. We were over in Japan when Pokemon first came out, and um, they were freaking crazy for it. My God, just for the game there. Okay, let's see. We did have the audio podcast yesterday, and where is it here? We have something going on this well, actually tomorrow night. I talked about we're going to have a big show up in the sky tomorrow night, and hopefully I have a clear night. I might be breaking out the telescope to look at a couple. We got a planet parade in a manner of speaking. That's what we talked about on the audio podcast, the Fireman Rich audio podcast yesterday on Spotify for Creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. We also repurpose this today's broadcast for the Friday morning coffee, along with the Wednesday and Monday audio on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. But we talked about a parade of planets is going to be in alignment and in full view. Well, it's up there right now this week, but they're going to be in full alignment where to spot Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus and Neptune all clustered in the same area of the sky. It'll be the other night I saw most of them in the southeast portion of the sky. That's southeast. And tonight and tomorrow, I'm seeing them over here, and Orion's belt is over there too. So I use this app that I have on my older than dirt iPad Mini. It's called Planets. It shows me the alignments of the planets, but it's called a planetary alignment, and they occur when planets which orbit atop the same horizon line, called the elliptical plane, happen to pass by the same point in the sky at once. So we're going to have a planetary alignment, and that's what we talked about on the audio podcast, Fireman Rich audio podcast yesterday. And we have Tim Fan coming in. Yo, Tim Fan coming in from Michigan. How you doing, my friend? And he's saying good morning to all. Good morning to you, Tim. And I hope you had a good day. I hope work. I'm almost positively sure in saying that your job is doing good. So you're at the end of the week. Now, do you have on the weekends? Are you like on a standby, or is it every weekend you're on a standby status, or do you got another, or do you swap off with a maintenance guy on what you do? And Tina's saying good morning to Tim Fan 40, or Tim Fan at this point, over on YouTube from Twitch. Work is great. Yep. Okay. That's great to know. Good to know, my friend. Good to know. Good to know. And it's every other week. Okay, so you do get a weekend off that you can spend with your missus there. That's cool. That's cool. That's good to know. That's good that work is good, because it doesn't even seem like work. You're enjoying yourself. That's good. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and set up for 100 years ago. Let's see. We got it here. This is as of February 25th. And what this is from Fox 40. It's 100 years ago. It talks about, we learn a little bit about what it was like here in the southern tier of upstate New York that was in the top of the news 100 years ago, as far as that goes. And it's a pretty good piece. It's on Fox 40, our local Fox affiliate in Vestal, New York. And full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Fox 40 or any other news webpage that we present here on the Friday Morning Coffee. For 02.27.2026. And that's, I just present it to give you an idea what it's like around here in my neck of the woods, the southern tier of upstate New York. So the guy that presents this is Roger Luther, and he's a Broome County historian, and he does a good job as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and share this, and we will bring it up on the board here. There's the young lady there that does the Fox. She's the anchor for Fox 40 in Vestal. Again, full disclosure, I have no association with it. It's just a consumer, and we have a pretty good. We have. There was one incident. I've already presented this one yesterday during the Fireman Rich audio podcast, so I've already heard this one. So there's a couple. There's one good one at the end. There's always but it gives you an idea of what it was like 100 years ago. So let's go ahead and get this cranking.
Tonight we're learning more about Broome County's history, from a new school to some tomatoes and peaches stolen. Broome County historian Roger Luther takes a look at the news that made headlines on this day in 1926. Brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, work is set to begin soon on the new Oakdale School, to be located in the town of Union, just west of Johnson City. The building will replace the little wooden schoolhouse that's currently on that site and is scheduled to be completed in September. Large group of First Ward residents was at the Common Council meeting last night to urge completion of the Trout Brook sewer. The manager of the Cloverdale Farms Company, the oldest dairy company in the city, announced today that new machinery has been installed for manufacturing ice cream. And finally, burglars broke into a service station on the Conklin Road early this morning. He got away with $30, a candy machine, 1 can of tomatoes, and a can of peaches. That was the news, February 25th, 1926.
Oh my Lord, he got away with a can of tomatoes and peaches. Oh my God. I guess that burglar, he took the can of tomatoes for for dinner, and the can of peaches was dessert. But broke into a service station. That's a gas station, and $30 back then, because of inflation. I already did the calculation yesterday. It's about $500 in today's money value. And so that $30, that was a lot of money. So this wasn't no kids doing this, even though he probably took the candy machine for his kids at home. Let's see, but the first one, it says 100 years ago, was set to begin on a new Oakdale school in the location of town of Union, just west of Johnson City. Well, Oakdale, I don't think the school is there anymore. I don't know. Let me see. Oakdale School in Endwell. Let's see. Is it still there? Endwell, New York. Because that name is significant. You've heard me say Oakdale before. Based on the provided search result, there's no evidence of Oakdale School located in Endwell, New York. It's the main Endwell Central School. So, but Oakdale, they used to have, the mall was called Oakdale Mall. Now it's called the Oakdale Commons in Johnson City. So that name, when I first saw that Oakdale, so it might be built on the same site of where the school was. And then something about the sewer. They had a name for their sewer system, Trout Brook Sewer. Oh, I don't know about that. And then the Cloverable Farm Company, the oldest dairy company in the city, announced today that they had new machinery for making ice cream. I don't remember companies or factories making ice cream in Binghamton. There was another an ice cream company that we heard about in 100 years ago that I never knew existed. So that's pretty interesting. And Tina said, I think that meant oh my. Let's see the dot. Yeah, that's right next to the M. Oh my. I get it. You're using Morse code for the dot for oh my on the burglary. So that was a high-end crime back in the day. Let's see. In other history, we already said it was Pokemon, but it was 30 years ago today. The world of Pokemon went public, emerging from the mind of game designers Satoshi Tajara onto Nintendo Game Boy systems. So the Pokemon has an association with Nintendo. In the 6 years it took to create the game, and its first three Pokemon monsters, which were Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. I can't pronounce the names. But Pokemon, the game started 30 years ago. So, and let's see, what else in history? We got, it was in 1827 on this day, the first Mardi Gras in New Orleans was celebrated. And Tina says, sorry, I'm eating a hot cross-bun. Lots of left. That's okay, Tina. That's all right. No problem. You're the viewer. You don't have nothing to apologize for. No problem. No problem. Let's see. It was in 1944, the Dominican Republic gained independence from Haiti. Okay. And in 1930, this gentleman this female actress was born, Jonah Woodward, who was married to Paul Newman. Yeah, she was the wife of Paul Newman for 50 years until his death in 2008. So happy birthday, Miss Woodward. 94 years old, birthday to Academy Award-winning actress, producer, and philanthropist. She's 94 years old. And let's see, 1967, Dominica gained independence from the UK. And it was in 1986, the U.S. Senate allowed its debates to be televised for the first time. I guess that was C-SPAN, as far as that goes. And it was back on 2002, Alicia Keys. She has a wonderful voice. won 5 Grammy Awards for her debut album Songs in A Minor. And she is phenomenal. Let's see, what else do we have in history here? Let's see, I forgot to bring this up. Where's that AP for February 27th? Okay, let me get this over here. Let's see, we got here. It was February 27th, 1933. Germany's parliament building was gutted by fire. Chancellor, he was chancellor then, Adolf Hitler, blamed communists using the fire to justify suspend civil liberties. That's where it all started with Nazi Germany and stuff like that. So that I think it was on purpose they started that fire. And let's see, 1942, in the Battle of Java Sea began during World War II. Imperial Japan naval forces scored a decisive victory over the Allies, but they came back with some other battles and stuff like that. And primarily the main one, Midway, where they took out 4 carriers. And let's see. And it was 1951, the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution was enacted and approved, limiting a president to 2 terms. That was after Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He had 4 terms. Or was it 3 terms? 3 or 4 terms? I think it was 4 terms. He started his 4th term, and then he passed away. In 1972, President Richard M. Nixon and Chinese Premier issued the Shanghai Communique, a historical joint statement that called for normalizing relations between the countries at the conclusion of Nixon's historical visit to China. And it was historical because nobody from our hemisphere visited him. China and stuff like that. So, which is a big deal because they were communists. We're more or less a capitalist country as far as that goes, and we're not as friendly. I don't think there are adversaries, but I think China is a great country. You can't deny that, but they do some stuff that is like, you know what, you shouldn't really be doing that, China. You know, they say it's I think they have an alternative motive and stuff, and they're not really our friends, they're our adversaries. They're not our enemies, they're our adversaries, which, there's a stand. We can be cordial to them, and they're cordial to us at times and stuff. But let's see, 1991, Operation Desert Storm came to a conclusion as President George H.W. Bush declared in a White House address in Kuwait that Kuwait is liberated, Iraq's army is defeated, and announced that the Allies would suspend combat operations at midnight Eastern time. So there was a specific time that would end. If they had a little extra time, they would have took care of what they didn't have to. They ended up coming back to kick Saddam Hussein because he was getting too nasty, and he was inflicting. We need to. I don't know. I was just getting out of the Operation Desert Storm. I was in the military still, and I was over in. I was finishing up my 2nd tour in Italy before coming back to the States. I never seen so many C-130s on the tarmac on the airfield. I think we had every C-130 in the United States Air Force came through. At one time, we had like 30 of them. You couldn't bring any other aircraft in. The C-130s had all the parking spots. They were parking them on parking spots that were for fighter jets and stuff. Let's see. 1997, Ireland became one of the last countries in the world to legalize divorce because it's Catholic. Ireland is a big Catholic orientated country. Divorce remains illegal in just 2 countries, the Philippines and Vatican City, and that's primarily because of them both. Well, Vatican City, it's pretty obvious. And that's it for our history there as far as that goes. So that's a good set right there. And let's see, where are we sitting at? We're sitting at we're sitting at 55 minutes. So I know you're going to have to go, Tina. So for me, though, it's time for more coffee. That's a Hal trick. Okay, Tina. Thanks. We'll see you later. Say hi. Hal Massa does this as far as for he has messages. I just have my standard message here. Okay, we'll see you later. Ciao for now, Tina. And we're gonna go for a little break here, folks. And do you like that one? That's a Hal. I don't. That's not my own. That I love it when Hal does that. It's just funny. It's like he has a message. I just use that. I've used that. I don't know, over a dozen times so far. It's the same thing. I think I've had this for like maybe 6 months. I just stick it up here. Time for more coffee, folks. We're gonna take a little break, and we will be right back as far as that goes. And just hang loose. And we're still holding tight with 9 people total. 4 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Yeah, Rumble rocks. Love Rumble. 3 people on Twitch and 1 person on Locals and YouTube. So we will be right back. Just hang loose there, and I'll be right back after I get my coffee here. A couple minutes. Hang loose, folks. Let's see. We're gonna bubblegum ball game. There we go. We're back. I'm sorry, folks. That took about one more. Usually it goes through two just a couple minutes. I think it went to a third one here and stuff like that as far as the song beat. And I had a cat over here. I had my chest. I get my coffee, doing a couple other things, and I come back and I hear some noise, and the missus is laughing, and she can see from the dining room, or she's out in the living room, but in the dining room she sees Bug. Oh, you can't see Bug. Bug is sitting on the back chair there, looking out the window, playing, trying to play chess. I have the chessboard set up. It's a small little chessboard, and she's knocking over the pieces and stuff. And so I'm like, okay, I think she carried away a couple of pawns or something like that. So she's trying to teach herself how to play chess. So I had to pick that chessboard up so I don't lose any pieces. That's funny. Oh, that is funny. We are back here on the Friday morning coffee for 02.27.2026 at Rumble Video Broadcast. Rich Roberts here. At Fireman Rich here on Rumble. At Fireman Rich on X, my mainstay for posting on social media. Very fine social media platform. That's my main one that I post everything on. If you want to know what I'm doing on these interwebs, just check out at Fireman Rich. And there's a host of others. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you see where else I'm at. But we're here on Rumble. We're also over there on Locals and YouTube. YouTube, it's at Richard M. Roberts. And then on Twitch, it's at Fireman Rich. So we're on a host of others. And it's good to be here. And it's great to be here at the end of a week as far as that goes. So we're starting our second half of the broadcast. I do got my second cup of coffee here. Oh, that tastes good. Outstanding. And coffee is good in the morning. Coffee is always good and stuff. And let's go ahead and bring this banner down here. We're going to go ahead and look at some news web pages here, some local from the southern tier of upstate New York. And again, I have no affiliation or work or anything to do with these news web pages. And there's Deplorable. Good morning, Deplorable. Love the flags. God bless America. Thank you for being here. The missus says good morning. And Deplorable coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania, in the northwest area of Pennsylvania, just across the border and a little to the west of Olean, New York, which is home of St. Bonaventure's University, great educational facility there and stuff like that. And but good morning to you, my friend. Glad to have you here, coming from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And so these web pages, we already said, we already seen Fox. We'll be looking at Fox 40's web page. Let's see, WEBO, as far as that goes. And let's see. And we have Farmer saying hello to Deplorable with the flags. Love the flags. I love the American flags here on Rumble. It freaking they make me feel good inside, folks. They do. God bless America. Let's see. So we have WEBO. We might have something there. Oh, there was a fire in Horseheads. Okay, we may have to go to that one. WNBF, which is another radio station, 1290 News Radio. No affiliation with them. WBNG. CBS affiliate out of Johnson City, Channel 12. The Whale 99.1. They're the sister channel of radio station. A good channel. It's a classic rock radio station over there on, but a sister channel to WNBF. We're going to be looking at Channel 5, NBC affiliate out of Binghamton. And let's see, WENY out there in ABC affiliate out in Elmira, which is about 20-minute drive to the west, and out there in Elmira also Channel 18, WETM, that's the NBC affiliate out there in Elmira, Horseheads. Penny Saver, what do they got in the Penny Saver? Okay, and let's see, WKGB, as far as Binghamton's Rock, that's the original radio station here in the Southern Tier, 92.5. They're over 100 years. They were here 100 years ago, starting out. But they're a rock channel. They do a lot of heavy metal rock and stuff. They're a good radio station. I like them. Kiss 104.1, they're also a sister webpage we're looking at. They're both the same on WNBF, The Whale, and Kiss 104.1. We'll be looking at Spectrum News. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder, that'll be an interesting. Binghamton explores option to return Binghamton passenger rail service. Ooh, I would like that. Take a train going down into the city instead of a bus. That'd be good. We're going to be looking at two web pages up there in Buffalo area, 106.5 country. Buffalo is number one for new country. I have no affiliation with them either, but it gives me an idea of what's going on in that part of New York State, WYRK, and their sister radio station's webpage of Power 93.7, WBLK, and no affiliation with them, as well as WGR 550. And that might be an interesting article. The NHL players. I'm right after I get done. We got to do sports. I forgot about sports. They're returning to the NHL, and there's a Buffalo Sabre. There's two Buffalo Sabres. I think they were on the. I know one. They returning to play. And this is from the other night because Buffalo Sabres did play the New Jersey Devils. So you had both Hamilton and Thomas were out there. Okay, we'll have to look at that one. And let's see, of course, 1440. Let's see, the briefs. What do they got for the briefs? I don't know. They don't have anything there. So, but in the sports, let's see, starting NBA action Wednesday night, we had Celtics lost to the Denver Nuggets 103-84. Last night we had the Brooklyn Nets losing to the San Antonio Spurs 126-110. Wow, that was a killer. And that was the only game last night. Today we're having the Knicks and Bucks tonight at 8. Celtics and Nets. I got to see if I can watch that game tonight at 7:30. Going into the weekend, we have nobody of those teams playing Saturday. And then Sunday, the Knicks and Spurs play 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Nets and Cavaliers play at 3:30 p.m. And Celtics and 76ers Sunday night at 8. That should be a good game right there. So that's our basketball. NBA is back in full swing. NHL starting Wednesday night. The Buffalo Sabres and New Jersey Devils played Wednesday night. Sabres won 2-1. We had some Olympians returning to their NHL teams there. And no Islanders or Rangers. Last night you had the Bruins. They beat the Blue Jackets. I do like the Bruins. I've seen a couple Bruins games. New York Islanders beat the Canadiens 4-3. Okay. And the Rangers lost to the Philadelphia Flyers 3-2. Tonight we have Buffalo Sabres and Panthers at 7 tonight. Tomorrow, the New York Rangers play the Penguins at 12:30. Boston Bruins play the Flyers 3 in the afternoon. New York Islanders play the Blue Jackets tomorrow at 6, and Buffalo Sabres play the Lightning tomorrow at 7. And Sunday, none of those teams are playing. In Major League Baseball, we do have spring training. We had, let's see, did any of the teams play here? Oh, Yankees beat the Nationals 7-0. Okay. And Mets did not play Wednesday. Yesterday, you had the Yankees beat the Braves 7-3. Well, the Yankees are winning a lot of preseason games. Mets beat the Astros 5-0 yesterday. And for today's games, we're going to have the Yankees playing the Minnesota Twins. And are the Mets playing? I don't see the Mets. No, the Mets are playing the Cardinals today at 1:05. For Saturday's Major League Baseball play, you have the Nationals and Mets tomorrow at 1:10 p.m. It looks like the Yankees might take the day off there. It's double. No, Yankees and Blue Jays tomorrow at 1:05, and then Sunday Yankees and Phillies at 1:05. And let's see the Mets. Mets and Astros again on Sunday. So baseball's in full swing on the spring training bit. And we do have a Manchester City Football Club Premier League. Some people are surprised that I'm a Manchester City football. I've been one for a year and a half, and I've been talking about it here on the broadcast as well as the audio podcast. And as far as that goes, and let's see, we had a comment here from Deplorable is saying good morning to the missus, and Toady D and Farmer. Very good, Deplorable. Thank you. So Manchester City will be playing tomorrow at 12:30. We'll be playing Leeds in the Premier League, and I like the Premier League soccer league because they play some good soccer. I watch it. It's like I don't watch a lot of hockey. I mean, I watch the Olympic gold medal. That's the first full hockey game I watched since the U.S. beat the Soviets 46 years ago. I have to be, the gameplay has to be in there. And NHL, I guess it's a little bit okay, but I don't have any skin in the game, I guess. I don't have any enthusiasm. Manchester City, I started watching them on recommendations of a friend of mine online here from Scotland. And he sent me, he gifted me a jersey. I gifted him a Buffalo Bills jersey back. And just they did win last year. But at any rate, I like Manchester City. But I got commentary yesterday over on Blue Sky from a good friend of mine that I've known online for a number of years. He just, no, he's like, well, who else? Who are you for? He didn't even indicate who they liked in the Premier League, and it's a lot of good play, in the Premier League as far as that goes. So, okay, let's go ahead and see what's in the news here on the Fox 40. Again, no affiliation with any of these web pages as far as that goes. We have Steam Night in Shenango Valley. What's this, Steam Night? Let's go ahead and look at this. This is Shenango Valley. It's a high school there in Broome County, here in southern tier of upstate New York. But they did something in a swimming pool, it looks like. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, let's bring it up. There it is. There she is again, the anchor from Fox 40. Don't know what her name is.
It was a night of creativity and hands-on learning over at Shenango Valley as the school district hosted its annual cardboard boat race and STEAM event. One of the main draws of the event, the cardboard boat race, saw more than 15 boats compete. Middle school students designed and built the boats using just cardboard and duct tape. The competition aims to teach students to apply real-world physics concepts while emphasizing teamwork, problem solving, and hands-on learning. The event continued later into the night with 20 interactive stations focused on science, technology, engineering, the arts, agriculture, and math.
Oh, ain't that interesting? As far as that goes. Let me see something here. Is the audio good? Yeah, audio is good. Hang on for a minute. I'm going to reset. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's better. That's a little bit louder as far as that goes. So, that's interesting. Making a cardboard box boat, and you got to know what you're doing there as far as applying certain things as far as concepts to make one that's not going to leak. You got to coat that cardboard because that cardboard can suck up some water. So that's pretty interesting there. That looks like that was fun. And you're learning at the same time. So that's cool. That's pretty neat stuff. Okay, let's see. What else we got on Fox 40? Look, it's pretty interesting. Okay, let's see. Shenango Valley High School that took part in. Let's see what else we got. They're still talking about the Johnson City to close for fire debris on that fire they had in Johnson City a week or so ago. Okay, nothing else in Fox 40. Let's check WEBO. I think they talk about a fire here. This is a fire out in. This is on WEBO. It's a local radio station here in Owego, New York, and I guess there was a Dunkin' Donuts that caught fire, as far as that goes. And let's see, that's not it. Let me see what we got here. We want. Let's see. We got to get the link. And this is a Read News article, so we'll. Let's see. Dunkin' building demolished following early morning fire. The Dunkin' Donuts on Chamber Road in Horseheads, which is right there in Elmira, has been demolished just hours after a fire caused devastating damage to the building. The fire broke out around 5:15 p.m. at the business plaza that included Baskin Robbins and your CBD store. I guess that's one of those marijuana type stores. All three businesses were destroyed. Oh, it took out two other businesses. All three businesses were destroyed in the fire. The fire reportedly started due to an issue with an ice machine. So that would mean it was electrical in nature. I would figure it was grease, but it's an ice machine, I guess. No injuries have been reported from the incident. That's good. That's a good thing. No injuries on the fire. I think all the firefighters are standing outside to looking to see if they can get any donuts. Firefighters from Big Flats, Horseheads, Elmira Heights, and Town and Country County, Millport, and Tompkins Corners responded to the scene. So there we have a fire that the main thing, nobody was hurt, and that was 5 o'clock. So I mean, it must have really took off, I guess, as far as that goes. So that's on WEBO. Let's see what else we have on WEBO as far as news. We had another fire, I guess, yesterday. It's not up here. Oh, the Newark Valley fire. Let's see. Yeah, there was a fire in Newark Valley being reported here from on WEBO. Let's bring this one. This is Newark Valley. I was listening to this on the scanner yesterday, and let's see. I wonder if I can bring that up. Let's see. Put this coffee here. Let me see if I can bring something up here real quick. I say real quick, but it isn't real quick and stuff. But let me see. There's a fire in Newark Valley. Let's see. Can I bring that up? Yeah, there it is. Newark Valley right there as being reported. So they do have something up on this fire. This happened, I think, yesterday with several fire departments responded to the fire. I want to see if I can bring up the actual call out on the fire here. Let's see. Let me see this real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Do they have it here? No, not there. Okay, let me go here. Let me bring it up. I have this app that, let's see. I got to go there. Let's see. Let's go to Tioga County. And let me bring this down here. I'm looking for something real quick here for Newark Valley. Here's Camden. Where's Newark Valley? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. What the hell's going on? Let me see. Newark Valley. Hang on for a minute. Let me just change the location here real quick. Let's see. Newark Valley, not Newark, New Jersey. Newark Valley. Which is a pretty nice place. Newark Valley, New York. Let's see. Newark Valley, New York. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. Structural fire Is this the one that was on? Um, I think this is the fire. This is yesterday. So here's the tone out. Okay, what's going on? Oh, there it is.
Titan County Fire Control to all Titan County Fire Investigation Team monitors. Requested across from 283 Miller Road, North Valley, scene of a structure fire. Titan County Fire Control to all Fire Investigation Team monitors. Request in the area of 283 Miller Road, North Valley, scene of a structure fire. 11:49.
Yeah, that was 11. Oh, here we go. Any more?
North Valley Command.
This is a recording of the call out yesterday.
Command advising fire is out. Overhaul in process. 11:49.
Yeah, it was a quick fire. They put it out, but it was a lot of overhaul. And was it the fire came in yesterday at 11:47, Miller Road, Newark Valley, and Tioga County Fire Control, I guess fire investigation team was called out. And what I have here is it's this new app that I've been looking at, and what it is it gives all the fire calls and police calls and stuff like that. The app's name is Crime Radar, is an app that I have on here. So I've been using this, and it's a pretty neat app. As far as it's a little wonky sometimes and stuff, but it's interesting to see all the different calls that you don't necessarily see or I hear on the radio when I have the scanner on. So it backfills when I don't have the scanner. Say, oh, okay, I see that. As far as that goes, and so, oh, let me turn that volume. I put it back on the YouTube there. So, but this particular fire, like I said, it was a structural fire. Responded. Several fire departments responded to a structural fire in Newark Valley yesterday, Wednesday morning, which was 11:47, was the end of the morning. Firefighters from Newark Valley, Campville, Owego, Union Center, and Berkshire responded to the home on Miller Road. The cause of the fire is under investigation. No further information was released. And from what I heard on the scanner here, this is a scanner that I listen. I've got two of these. As far as that goes, this is a scanner. I listen to the emergency services. I like to listen to see what's going on in my county and stuff like that. So, but this app, you can put in an address and you can see all the incidents for that particular area. It's a pretty neat app as far as that goes. And I don't necessarily put up an app. I got it on my phone and the tablet, and for me to do that, I've got it's got my interests because I don't arbitrarily put up. I keep a minimum of apps on my phone, and but it's just related that it can backfill as far as that goes. What's this? A big manhole for all the one? Oh, okay, that's down there in Texas. Okay, so so that was a fire that I was listening to yesterday, and let's see what else we have on WEBO. Anything? Nope, that's it for WEBO. So we don't usually get that much, but the fire calls that came in. Let's see, WNBF. Or WNBF News Radio 1290. We don't have anything on there. Okay, let's go to channel 12. Let's see. We might get some video on the fire, possibly. Let's see. Papa John's is closing hundreds of locations after weak sales. Wow. And I am not seeing anything. See, not seeing anything on the news here as far as that goes on WBNG channel 12. Let's see. The Whale. Let's see. The Whale. Let me check one thing here. Let me check on those fires there. If well, the one fire is in Tioga County, so let me check the fire wire here. Fire wire. Oh, it'd be Tioga fire wire. Tioga. Oh, let's see. They have any pictures? No, they don't have any pictures. So, and 2 comments. No, nothing. Okay, I just wanted to check that page and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Nothing on the wheel. Let's see. Channel 5 out of Binghamton. Not seeing anything. Oh, here's something. Waterman Conservation Center celebrates 50 years. Now, Waterman Conservation Center is in Appalachian, New York, and the back hill. Mr. Waterman was a farmer that had the back hill that's now called the Waterman Conservation Center. That used to be our playground. We used to build forts up on the hill, and the far back of the hill there was the big cornfield, and then there was some woods and stuff like that. And I know a couple times Mr. Waterman, he was like Mr. McGregor chasing the rabbits. He was chasing those kids off out of the cornfield and stuff. And we used to play in the after he got hay in the barn and stuff like that. He was where I lived. He was right across the way there and stuff like that. So Mrs. Waterman, very nice lady. But this is as part of the Waterman Conservation Center's 50th anniversary. Guests can enjoy an interactive room, and what the actual structure is an old church. It's an old Baptist church that used to be on Hilton Road. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. And it's a great place to preserve. There's an island, Hiawatha Island, on the Susquehanna as part of the Waterman's Conservation too. And there's a registered eagle's nest there. That's why we have all these eagles, is because of that one nest of them. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. As far as that goes, this is right where I grew up. As far as what we're going to be watching here. Here we go. Oh, we have music. No, that's Anchorage, Alaska. What the hell's going on here?
That's out here? Lynx, wolves, foxes, coyotes, bears, black and brown.
Oh, that's up in Alaska. What's going on there? Let's see. Let's bring that one back up. Waterman Conservation. Appalachian, New York, as part of, let's go ahead and read this as far as that goes. Let's see. As part of the Waterman Conservation Education Center 50th anniversary, guests can enjoy the interactive mystery room and exhibit. Located in Appalachian, the center offers the community an opportunity to learn about nature. The center offers various education programs, camps, and volunteer opportunities. As the center turns half a century, they want to celebrate by creating fun, interactive opportunities. It's called the Midwinter Mystery. The uninvited guests is an escape room style activity. Okay, so they're celebrating their 50th anniversary as far as that goes, and we have Thamer in the chat. Good morning, Thamer, coming in from the Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and I hope Ramadan is going good for you today, as far as that goes. And let's see, nice sunshine in the background. Yep, sun is up. We got blue sky. It's going to be 40 degrees. I'm going to be outside doing some stuff today, and we got better weather tomorrow. But then it gets real cold again Sunday. But I'm enjoying it. It's very nice. We got blue skies out there. I hope we have clear skies tomorrow night, because we have the convergence of like several planets tomorrow night. Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Uranus, and Neptune. They're all converging and up in the southern sky. They're about maybe 35 degrees off the horizon tonight and tomorrow night. So check them out. Jupiter, you can't miss it. Jupiter right now is is right near the moon as far as that goes. Yep, hopefully if it's clear enough, I'm gonna get the telescope out. Yes, that's the game plan. We'll see what happens with that. But glad to have you here. I hope all's well with you as we're here on the weekend. Made it to the weekend, I guess you could say. Let's see. Let's go back. I thought that was a video with that. That's a shame. Thought they'd have something. Let's see. What else is on Channel 5 out of Binghamton? Anything? Let's see. Let's go back to the main page. And nothing there. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, let's go to WENY out in Elmira. Let's see what we have out there. And there's nothing. Let's see. In the local news, what do we got out in Elmira? Anything? And nope, nothing there. Okay, so we're striking out there. Let's see. Channel 18. There's a structural fire. Oh, this is the Dunkin' Donuts. Let's bring this up. Okay, this is the fire we talked about. That's out there in Horseheads in Elmira, and they have a video of it. Bring it up. We want to share this page. Here we go.
Dunkin' building by the Arnett Mall in Big Flats was destroyed earlier today, along with 2 other businesses because of a structure fire. And as 18 News reporter Kyle Dobry reports, the building is already getting demolished.
A massive fire took out the entire Dunkin' Donuts building on Chambers Road in Big Flats. And firefighter officials say it was difficult to put out the flames because of the styrofoam layerings in the building. Fire officials say the fire started around 4:30 a.m. and can't disclose the cause of the fire because it is under investigation. The Dunkin', the CBD store, and Baskin-Robbins are the 3 businesses that were a part of the fire. The fire started in Dunkin' and spread across to the other businesses. Officials say it took a while to put the fire out because of how the building was built.
Just the building construction is the hardest part right now. I mean, the fire spread throughout the rest of the buildings, just the way it's got up into the roof part of the building, it just spread right across. So, a lot of these buildings, the storefronts are made out of styrofoam, as you can see on the front of it. So that definitely excelled the fire growth quite a bit.
Chambers Road was closed because of the structure fire and stayed closed because the building was being demolished. Fire officials say it's getting torn down to try to find the cause and prevent another fire from starting. Officials add around 8 different fire departments were at the fire to help put it out, and there were no injuries. Dunkin' officials say its employees are going to work at other locations at this time. In Big Flats, I'm Kyle Dobry, 18 News.
Okay, so there's a picture of the fire, and I'm going to go back here. That's a pretty extensive fire right there, and 3 stores. I'm surprised they didn't have any firewalls in between the building, the stores, as far as that goes. Yeah, the ice cream saved the Baskin Robbins. Yeah, no, the Baskin Robbins that was demolished. It just looks like it's up there, but the whole structure, all 3 stores. I guess it's one building, I guess, but they had 3 stores in there. They said there was no cause, but reported from WEBO, they said it might be the ice machine that started, but it started and it just got away from them. So evidently, the construction of the building, a fire shouldn't get going that fast. So it's a total loss, but there was no injury. So that's a good deal. That's a very good thing as far as Thamer says the ice cream. Looking at the Baskin Robbins sign still up, yeah, not as bad. But the Dunkin' Donuts are completely gone. But the fire started in the Dunkin' Donuts, and so that's a pretty extensive fire. You get the ladders up there, dumping the water in like they are in this picture right here. That's a defensive fire right there. When you know there's no life, you just pull back and surround and drown, as far as that goes. So. There we have it. That's a little more follow-up on the fire there in Horseheads, New York. Just right there in Elmira. Okay, let's see what else we got on My Twin Tiers as far as that goes. And Thamer says, do you guys still have 100? Oh yeah, yeah. There's this 110 volt, and we got 220. It's yeah. I've got 110 volt service and stuff like that. So yeah, we it's standard. It might be a little bit. Our plugs are different than what they are overseas. I definitely I know for a fact they're different than what they are in Italy, over in Japan, and I would imagine they're different over there in your country, Thamer. But yeah, we have 110 volt lines and 220 lines. There's a lot of electricity going through the lines and stuff like that. But this house is all wired for 110, basically. No, I do have a couple 220 lines. I got a 220 line. Let's see. Three. I think my furnace, the back heater here. Where's the other one? Oh, maybe we only have two. Oh, the dryer. I forgot. The dryer is a 220 line, a 220 volt here in the house. Oh, I forget. What's this guy come from? Let's see. Let's go ahead and I got to clean up on Twitch here real quick. Give it 6 clicks and the person's out of here. We don't advertise. I don't allow advertising. And that's it. Okay, we'll leave it at that. And did I get this one? All thanks to God. Yeah, all thanks to God as far as that goes. Let's see. Thamer says the ice cream saved to Baskin Robbins. We got that one. Okay, we got your last one. Yeah, 110. Okay, I'm caught up on my comments there. Let's see what else we got here on. Okay, this is it's WENY. We want the other one here. Let's see what else do we have? Anything? No, that's it for there. Nothing really on the penny saver as far as that goes. And let's see. Thamer is saying we have English plugs, but my house still has 110. But sadly, they don't make 110 volt electric stuff anymore nowadays. It's mostly 220. Okay, ours is mostly it's 110, 112. 100, my solar system that my panels that with the battery, that's a 12 volt system. So I have access to a 12 volt system. But you got the English plugs. Okay, yeah, those are a big fatty plug and stuff. But you do 110. Okay, I didn't realize. I thought you were all 220 and stuff. But let's see what else we got here. That's it for there. That's it for KGB. Anything on KGB? Nothing on KGB. 104 is the same. Oh, this is okay. Let's look at this article. This is on KISS 104. I'm surprised I didn't see this on WNBF and the Whale, WAAL. That's the sister programs, sister radio stations there. Let's see. I think only America uses 110. Yeah, I think that you're correct in saying that. I know when we were over in Italy, we had some things that we brought from the States. They were 110. We had to use a transformer to step down the electric before plugging them in. So, we had a step down transformer for the items that we had 110. Like my stereo was 110. So I guess I could put it on 220. It had to switch to 220, but I kept it because when I was on base and when I was single, that was all 110. The barracks used to be where Italy it's 220 and stuff like that. And I know Japan it's 222 because we had to. So okay, let's go ahead and where is that? Yeah, this is the one I want. Let's share this one. It seems like we may have some future passenger rail service to Binghamton, which I think would be cool. As far as that goes, if rail passenger service were to return to Binghamton, New York, would you take advantage of it? I would look into it. I'd take a train down to New York City before I take a bus. That's the only way. If you don't want to drive down there, that's only, and taking a bus is probably a lot safer because they charge you an arm and a leg to park your car. Plus, you got to pay $20 plus to go into Manhattan. The month February 2026, PennDOT, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, announced advancing a Scranton to New York Penn Station passenger rail corridor. This might also be a good idea for the Binghamton area. I think it would be a good idea. Well, according to an announcement by City Binghamton Mayor Jared Crandon, the city is seeking a firm to assist in the submission of a grant to the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Railroad Administration Corridor Identification Development Program to explore passenger service to Binghamton. Corridor ID offers up to $500,000 for planning, scope to service development, cost estimates, and timelines. The mayor noted that the selected firm will help strengthen Binghamton's bid so they're looking at a proposal for this as far as that goes. So and Thamer goes to Double J's. Yes, by 220, Saudi Electric Companies stopped the 110, but only that was Double J's that was talking about. Yeah, okay. Double J says America uses. Okay, I haven't been around the world, so I wouldn't know Double J. So, but Thamer says that in 2020, Saudi Electric Company stopped the 110, but old houses still have them. Okay. And Double J says to Thamer, yeah, I'm surprised Saudi had 110, though it was 220. Rest of the GCC is 220. It's just our electrical system nationwide is 110. We do have 220 service. I think you could hook your house up as 220. I have three 220 lines going in the house, so I do have some 220. It's actually both here in the United States, Double J's, because my I think maybe my furnace is. You know what? My furnace I think is 110 because if I have no power, I can use my generator to connect into my. So that's a 110. My generator is a 110, but my dryer is 220, and the heater in the back room here is 220. Those two, I have two 220 lines from my panel. So you could have both in your house. It's not strictly 110. We have both as far as the coming on because I updated my service off of the power line where I could have an extra 220 line. It wouldn't tax my overall service and stuff like that. So train service I think would be a good idea. Okay, let's see. And let's see, do they have a video? And this is also on Spectrum News. Let's check this article out on Spectrum. It's the same article. It's the same subject, but it's a different. This is according to Spectrum News. Let's bring this up. Oh shoot, I dropped it. Let's bring that back up. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's on Spectrum. That's my TV and cable service, Spectrum. They have their own news service, but Binghamton explores options to return passenger rail service. The city of Binghamton exploring to bring passenger service back to the first time in decades. The mayor is said applying a $500,000 grant. If successful, that grant would support studies on creating a local corridor and potentially combining with current efforts to establish a daily service between Scranton and Pennsylvania and New York. So it'd go from Binghamton to Scranton, Pennsylvania into New York City. There are people who may say could never happen or it's impossible, but I think the Binghamton and the Southern Tier deserves a level of service, Mayor Crampton said. It's something that other upstate cities have. It's time to, it's tired, it's tired so much, it's tired so much to economy. I don't know. Railroad historians say the final passenger train left Erie Lackawanna Station back in 1970. So they sort of, when the highway system just took off, the railroad service. I mean, we have through the villages here, we have converted railroad stations into bars and restaurants here in Tioga County. Okay, so that's on Spectrum News. Let's see, what else do we have on Spectrum News? Anything? Not seeing anything. And that's it for that. Let's see, up in Buffalo. On 106, nothing there. And let's see, the other one, 93.7. Oh, it's a boy. Baby rumor for Josh Allen. I guess they had a baby boy, maybe? Is that what they're saying? The rumor has it. The couple is expecting a baby boy, so yeah. More power to them. God bless them. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Nothing there. And let's see, 560. Let's go to this. Let's see. The wind sprung the Sabres past the Detroit Red Wings. This was the other day into third place in the Atlantic Division. Oh, they're in third place. Both teams have percentages. Sabres and Devils were both sloppy in their gameplay. They're not talking about them coming out. The Buffalo Sabres came out of the Olympics break to pick up the season up right where they left off. Okay, so they're talking about the Sabres, but there's a couple before they started the game the other night between the Sabres and Devils. They were honoring the players. I think there's two players on the Sabres and there's one on the Devils. Who is it? The Hughes guy, that kid, yeah, the Hughes. He's the one that hit the winning shot for the Olympic gold. Nothing on 1440, so I think we're about done with all the news here. So let me clear out these web pages. We don't need them up anymore. And these I have a lot of web pages up. I have a lot of web pages up there that. Okay, so let's see if we can bring up the Commodore. Let's see, what do we got for time? Hour 53. We'll finish up with the Commodore 64 here. See what the news headlines are. And let's see. Let me get to my OBS. And let's set this up first. So I got the cable on. And we'll see what the headlines are on Fox News and CNN here in the United States of America. And we'll turn on the Commodore 64 Ultimate. And this is a 110 device. Okay, let's see what we got. If this fires up here. Let me bring this up. Okay, there's the 64. There it is. Okay, fired up. So we can bring up the bulletin board on the Commodore 64 here. And where is it? Okay, it's this one. Enter BBS. Go to the ultimate term. Enter. We run the config file. Okay, and then. And this is all on a Commodore 64 that's plugged into the internet. That's the ultimate. That's the updated, more modern version. as far as that goes. And there it is. We got the term. We're going to go ahead and hit that. I'm going to refresh my coffee. You can still hear me while that's loading. I'm going to get a third. I'm going to just top off my coffee here. And what a day. Look at that sun over here on the south side, southeast side of the house. Bright sun. Looks great. Melt the rest of that snow that's out there. We have the snow receding. Current temperature, though, is 22, so it's a little chilly. A little chilly out. And but all the snow that's out there is more or less gone. So here's my coffee. Gives me this takes a little bit to load up. You know, it's not a Windows machine or a Mac or something like that. It's a Commodore Ultimate 64 as far as that goes. And it runs basic, double J's. It's basic. It's just a basic. And Farmer says, I have to go watch the Virginia General Assembly live stream so I can find out if they're really going to trash our Second Amendment rights. You guys have a great day and an even better weekend. Okay, Farmer, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. And Farmer's taking off. Have a great weekend, Farmer. Love the flags, my friend. Thank you very much. God bless America. Hopefully they get their act together there. Thank you very much for being here. Love the flags. Okay, let's see. We want a cursor down. Yeah, this system is basic. It's basic computing. So this is the Commodore Ultimate 64. Commodore is back with this. This looks like the original Commodore. It works as the same as you can see, but it has options. This to the TV over here. Just to give you an idea here, let me close this out for a minute. This TV where the Commodore, that's via HDMI connection, and then I have another connection coming over here to an HDMI video graphics card plugged into the computer over here. So I got it's got two USB. This is a USB right here device, and I got a USB stick in the other. So it's updated. It doesn't have the same motherboard as the original Commodore 64 because that's all old technology and stuff like that. So, okay, let's go ahead and bring this up on our BB. Let's see what BBS we won't want that one. We want the other one. Okay, I gotta hit this and go here, and we're connecting. Oh, to retro. Oh, we failed. How come we failed? Let me see. So I'm going to type. I got to write this down for a minute. BBS dot retro. I think that's the address. Dot retro campus. Because we were looking for the web page. .com. I'm not sure why it didn't come up. We'll give it another try here. Press that. Let's see. It might be my Ethernet cable. Oh, the Ethernet cable's not all the way in. Okay, we'll try it again. That I reseated the Ethernet cable, so we'll go ahead and give this another try. There it is. Okay. I want to check this website here real quick. So that's where we're going to go. We'll hit 1, and then we'll hit 5. So there, we're going to go to Fox News, but I want to check out this web page here first. Let me check something. BBS.RETROCAMP US.com. She just came over. She came running over for you. Okay, you know what? You can go. Let me show you something here. Let me show you something, folks. You can go to this Commodore, what we're looking on Commodore right now. Let me back up here. This page right here, this is very interesting now, okay? This page that's right here, and Deplorable's got the flag. Very good, Deplorable. But this page, this is on the Commodore. Now I'm going to switch over. This is on the computer, the actual web page. Let me bring it up here. Here we go. There's the web page. That's on the web. So if you want to go to this page that I'm showing on the Commodore 64, let's see. The web page is bbs.retocampus.com. So that's the web page that we're looking at right now. So on the web page, let's see. Let's try this. Let's do one. Oh, it does the same thing. Okay. So this is on the web page. So there's the link right there. You can just go to it. But we're using the. Let's stop that. Let's go ahead and stop that. So, but this is off of the Commodore. But that's the web page that you can go and look at it. But we're using the Commodore. So we got the right web page now. That's interesting. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the news on the Commodore 64. Okay. So let's see, number 1. And we're going to go number 5 for Fox. I don't know why I can look over here. And then we're going to go general. Okay, here's general. Let's see, number 1, where Iran's ballistic missiles can reach and how close they are to the United States. They're not reaching us yet, but they had the talks yesterday. There was some productive activity and stuff. And the main thing is the world doesn't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon. They don't need to have a nuclear weapon. So some people say, well, they're their own country. I said, no, not with what they've done over the years. I think the U.S. has justification to as many Americans that Iran has killed over the years, and we're not too happy. And they just they just cause havoc and chaos there in the Middle East as far as that goes. So they need to be reined in. Let's see. Number 2, weight loss medications could impact sexual health in unexpected ways. So these people that are injecting themselves to lose weight, seems to be the new fad. Everybody's doing it to lose weight instantly and stuff. I don't think it's a good thing because you inject something into your system, and if it's not natural, it's not healthy for you, as far as that goes.
Yeah, but if you're way overweight and can't lose
Well,
weight,
I could see if you're obese and overweight, I could see that. But there's people that aren't really overweight. They have a few extra pounds or something like that. They're not obese. I'm talking really heavy. I could see that, but people that just want to slim down to their high school weight, that's unrealistic. That's unhealthy. Right now, I could say since last July, I was sitting at 265. I'm at 250 now. So I've lost 15 pounds since last summer. I want to get down to 240. My high school weight was like 215, 217. I'm not going to get down to that weight.
I gotta get down to 140.
Yeah, we don't talk about women's weights.
I do.
Yeah, but that's between. I don't like to air that as far as that's too much. But at any rate, the drug, I could see there's a benefit for it, but it needs to be I mean, every other commercial we see on the TV, the missus and I, has that drug and stuff. I wouldn't use it just to lose 10 pounds and stuff like that. But if you're like obese, and I'm talking like over 100 pounds, you have extra. But if you're just looking at to lose to 30, 60 pounds, I don't know if it's worth the long term. It's, huh? You disagree for the long term?
Well, I don't think you should take it forever, but.
No, but I'm just saying people are doing it just for vanity.
Oh, just for vanity?
Yeah, but the thing is, once you do that, you got to change your eating habits and all that because, that's the big.
I think that's not going to work very well if you don't change your eating habits.
Oh yeah, you just gain
It's
that.
like the people who have that stomach surgery. A lot of them get fat again because they don't change their eating habits.
And that's where it all boils down to as far as that goes. Let's see. Number 3. Cholo Cole reveals intense pressure to transition to a minor. As a minor, parents were told she probably would die. Oh, okay. That's the big change. That's the big change. They're changing that. I think she was the young lady that was, and she is a girl. She is a female, but she was forced to transition to a male and was in a male home. They were away from her parents. She was taken away from her parents by the state government, I guess, wherever state she was from. So let's see. Rick Perry, where's the beef? Trump knows, and he's trying to make it affordable. Okay, that's good. Beef. The thing is about this, the prices and stuff. The president can only do so much. He doesn't have total control unless you want him to become be the so-called king. I'd say he can't just say it and it goes down. He has to work at it. Let's see. Number 5, Swalwell campaign sets off alarm bells after accepting $25,000 donation from CCP. Tide lawyer, outrageous. Okay, so this is somebody. Let's see what that one's about. Number 5, because we can go into the article. This is Representative Eric Swalwell, Democratic California his governor campaign continues to be bankrolled by Kaling Clay Zing despite concerns over his ties to China. Okay, so he's getting Chinese money. He's getting China money. Okay, that's not good. I think I know what congressman they're talking about. He's not a favorite congressman of mine. He's a Democrat. He's a leftist socialist. He has TDS also, big time. Let's see. Next. Let's go to the next 5. Number 6. Gavin Newsom says he fears JD. Now this is I saw this come out yesterday. He fears. He didn't say he fears. He says they're scary. JD Vance is scary. What do guys say they're? I don't say, to the missus, they're scary. No. He says he fears J.D. Vance may be a little more dangerous than Trump. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's talking out his ass. I'm going to say that right here and now. You should take care of your own state. That's what's scary. He can't take care of his own state. I don't have nothing to do with it. He's trying to, I don't think he's going to become, the Democrats can do better to pick for a candidate for their next presidential election. Let's see. Bill Clinton faces high stakes House grilling in Epstein probe and more top headlines. He's supposed to meet with to do deposition today. It's all in private. It's not going to be on TV. Of course, last night Hillary Clinton, she came out saying, "I don't know Epstein." Yeah, but there's a dozen pictures out there to show you right next. Here's the thing. Epstein visited the Clinton White House 17 times. You know how many times Epstein visited President Trump's White House when he was there his first term as president number 45? 0. So that should tell you a tall tale that they want to tie Epstein to Trump, and he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He said he was a dirtbag and stuff, but Epstein visited the White House under President Clinton 17 times. Did you know that? Okay, let's see, but we'll follow up on that. Let's see, number 8. Zachariah Levi reveals the epic battles, human flaws of King David in the new Fox Nation Oh, there's a new series about King David as far as that goes, but that's over on Fox Nation. I don't watch Fox Nation. You got to subscribe to it. Let's see. Vance says no chance U.S. will get into prolonged Middle East war, and I say that too. We're not going to get in a war. We may do a strategical strike, which was well within our right, okay, I think, because Iran, they've actually killed thousands of Americans. So I say to each his own. You're going to whack us, we'll whack you back now, amid Iran tensions and stuff. We're not going to war. We will not go to war. Let's see, 10, Fox News Digest News Quiz, February. Oh, we're not going to do that one. Let's see. Let's do next. Number 11, Newsom staffer who told California reporter to F off is raking in massive taxpayer fund salary. Okay, that's Newsom's problem. Number 12, Mexico's unrest sparks spring break shakeup at last minutes as travelers scramble and pivot. I don't want to go down to Mexico with that crap going on.
I wouldn't send my teenage kids down there.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Why go to Mexico? I guess it's nice down there on the beaches and stuff, but it's too dangerous. Let's see. Bill Clinton faced high stakes house grilling. Yeah, we already talked about that one. They're repeating themselves. Number 14, Sarah Ferguson. Oh, former Prince Andrew's ex could face police questioning as key witness if she returns to UK after Andrew's arrests, experts. She's the wife. She has nothing. Okay, that's it. That's interesting. Number 15. You see how this particular subject is lower and lower. Savannah Guthrie's $1 million reward mirrors past kidnapping cases solved by cash. At this point, I think all they're going to do is recover a body, as far as that goes. And let's see, Double J's. Geopolitical is murky affair. There are no friends or foes, only objectives for each country. That's it. Yeah, and the United States doesn't have an objective of having a war, okay? We will do a strategical strike. That's already given. You have that much, they're going to, if Iran doesn't at least come, fair and honest, as far as, which I doubt they will, but to some degree they come to agreement of some sort, that's going to be the deciding factor whether we have another. We might do another strategical strike, because there's reports that they're reconstituting their atomic program. So, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Next one. And number 16, report exposed billions in uncovered fraud waste as Watchdog Coalition offers supports to Trump's crackdown. Yeah, we're cracking down on fraud and abuse. There's billions and billions of dollars starting in Minnesota, going to California. Governor Newsom, what about the fraud and waste in your state? I don't know nothing about that. Minnesota especially. There's a lot of fraud, and it's cracking down. Me as a taxpayer, I'm glad to be seeing that. Whoever's siphoning off taxpayers' money, they should go to jail. Number 17, The Chosen fans reveal why Jesus series is rewritten Hollywood's rules. Oh, it's not going to become liberal? Oh, we'll see. Time will tell on that one. 18, DOJ sues 5 more states demanding access to voter rolls. We will not be deterred. I don't know why they want their voter rolls. I don't know. We got the SAFE Act being voted on. Hopefully that gets passed, where American citizens are the only ones to vote in the United States of America elections. I can't go over to the UK. I can't go over to Saudi to vote. I have to be a citizen. It should apply the same here. End of story. Number 19. If Trump wants to smash Mexico cartels, he's got history and law on his side. No, I think the Mexican president, she's cracking down right now because that's the result of what's happening down there with the people that are on vacation. And they're stupid if they go to Mexico for spring break, that's for sure. Number 20, schools blow $30 billion in laptops and tables that wrecked Gen Z. See, there's a waste right there. We spent that much, and there's just so much waste. Let's see, next. We'll go one more to 25. 21, workers say, I like unions, I just don't like my union. Here's what I discovered. Well, the big thing about unions, you pay a good portion of your check to the unions, and you don't really get, you get probably some decent medical, but it's the unions, they're raking in the money from the workers, and there's people that are higher up that haven't even worked a day in their life, actually, that they're the bosses and stuff. I think the unions are a thing of the past. I think the unions are okay if they're for the worker. Number 22, corporate America is on the move. Yes, there's big things happening. Even the governor of Michigan, she gave good tidings to President Trump there, as far as saying we're benefiting from President Trump's program. And this is a Democratic governor. She said this was in the news yesterday. So Michigan is they're taking off with their car manufacturing, chip manufacturing, and all sorts of others. So the boom is starting. 23, FBI raid involving LA school superintendent, possibly tied to failed $6 million AI deal, potential conflict. Oh, so it deals with some fraud, $6 million. Okay. Number 24, FAA restricts Texas airspace after Pentagon reported strikes down Customs and Board's protection drone. Yeah, they were flying their drone. I guess the Pentagon shot it down. I don't know what that was all about. Let's see. Number 25, our last one here on Fox. Federal prosecutors admits extraordinary timing in Abrigo Garcia's smuggling case charge. I don't know nothing about that. I haven't heard anything on the main news. Okay, let's go back to the main page, and we'll do 25 of CNN for equal time. Okay, here we go. Number one, maybe this is first word, Pakistan. Maybe you can give us some insight on this, Double J. Pakistan defense minister says latest clash with Taliban mean open war. What's happening? Oh, Pakistan's going to war with the Taliban? That's in Afghanistan, isn't it? Oh, that's interesting. Number two, Pentagon shoots down U.S. Customs and Border, we talked about protection drone with laser system. Oh, a laser took it down. Woo, that's interesting. That's eye-opening. Number three, key questions surrounding the death of a nearly blind refugee after he was dropped off at the coffee shop alone. Well, who dropped off? I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know what that's about. Number four, U.S. Embassy says non-essential staff can leave Israel amid possibility of strike on Iran. That makes me feel that we're locked and loaded. It'll be interesting this weekend to see what happens. It's going to happen. It may happen this weekend. I don't know. That's something. Israel's our embassy in Israel. Number five, the clock is ticking down to a critical deadline after Antepec rejects Pentagon offer. What's that? I don't know. Let's see. Double J's on the Pakistan thing. Pakistan has a bad economy. How are they hoping to fight a war is beyond me. Okay, that says it all for me, Double J's. Because I would imagine the Taliban in Afghanistan, they're being supported by the Chinese. And the reason I say that, once the United States did that bogus pullout, Bagram Air Base, that's there in, I think it's northern Afghanistan. As soon as they left, they said 24 hours or 48 hours after, the lights were back on. The Chinese took over that base, supposedly. That's what I was told years back when we pulled out under the previous president. That was a debacle and cost Americans lives. Let's see, number 6, the Jesse Jackson that I knew. Yeah, Jesse Jackson passed away. God bless him. Godspeed. He was a great American. And I liked him. I didn't agree with everything he had to say, but he was I grew up with him being in the news and stuff like that. He was a good American. He was a good American, and as far as that goes. Let's see. Double J says, nah, Pakistan is supported by Chinese. Most of the equipment is China. Oh, okay. So maybe they're playing both sides. Where does the Taliban get their? I know the Taliban. They reached out to the United States. They want to reestablish relations, I guess, because I think that was like a month or so ago, 2 months ago. I remember. I haven't seen anything since then. Okay, let's see. Next ones. Let's see what we got. Number 7, Paramount emerges victorious over Netflix in Warner Brothers Discovery bidding bat war. Okay, I know that Netflix, they don't want to buy Warner Brothers. But Paramount, I like Paramount. We have Paramount on our TV service there. Let's see, number 8, incredible images showcased in underwater photography of the year 2006 awards. Okay, there's a lot of things we don't know what's in the ocean there. Number 9, NASDAQ and SP are set for worst month since March. Here's how the navigate. Yeah, but it's still above 45,000. Worse, it can't. Worse for me is when it dips back down below 35 and 30,000. Okay, it's just number 10. How U.S. envoy Kirchner's in comparison of diplomatic stun France. Yeah, Kirchner, that's the president's son-in-law. And let's see, number 11. The question Joe Biden keeps asking, you think we can actually come back from this? We are. You made the mess, Joe. President Trump is coming back with. Let's see. Double J says Taliban has nothing to do, just the equipment U.S. left behind during the withdrawal. Nothing major equipment though. At this stage, both Oak and Afghan can't afford a war. Just trading blows, no knockout punch. Yeah, they'll just be fighting, and that's all. And we have a follower. Who's this follower?
Aussie Joanne just subscribed for 26 months.
Oh, who is that? Let me see. Oh, Aussie Joanne. Hey, you're on Twitch, obvious, because I just saw that you subscribed for 26 months. Thank you very much, Aussie Joanne from Australia. Thank you very much, Joanne. From Australia, down under. Glad to have you here. Wow, that is cool. As far as that goes, what do you got? Oh, you're doing paperwork. Aussie Joanne, she's a longtime subscriber. Thank you very much. I hope all is well with you down there. Was it Park City, Australia? Or is that somebody else in Australia? I remember. I haven't seen you in the comments, but if you're there, that's fine. You're watching, you're subscribed. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. There she is. Hello. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. You don't have to do that. I know you've done it over, was it, how many months is that? 20. Let's see. Yeah, Twitch is saying subscribe to Tier 1, subscribe for 26 months. Garden City, there we go. I said Park City. Garden City. I remember, I still remember that episode, the broadcast we did, and we did a tour on the map and stuff like that. Garden City, Aussie Joanne, thank you very much. She's keeping, I really appreciate it. You just put a smile on my face. It's already a beautiful day out here in the Southern Tier, so you just made it bigger. No, I do appreciate that. You know, folks, you don't have to subscribe or, just watch the commercials and stuff like that. I'm not in this for the money, but I do appreciate greatly appreciate that, Joanne. And thank you very much. I hope you and your better half are doing well down there in Australia as far as that goes. And what is it? It's it's late night there. You're a late bird anyway. Yeah, you stay up late. It's 12 in Sydney right now. It's 12:20. And Melbourne, 12:20, and so it's late. You're in the next day already. So good to see you. Good to and thank you again. I'm just finishing up the broadcast here and stuff like that. So, oh, you don't have a better half? I thought maybe that's somebody else that has somebody that. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I didn't mean to. I thought you did. So, but good to have you here, and I hope you're doing well as far as that goes. There in Garden City, and for our viewers there, we did look at Garden City as far as that goes. Oh, okay. So, I see how that went. Okay, that's okay. No problem. You're probably better off and stuff, but no problem. I hope you're doing well, though. I hope you're doing well as far as that goes. And sometimes it happens. I have family members that went that route too, as far as that goes. So it's an option when you can't work it out and stuff like that. It's better just to cut the cord and stuff like that. You're telling me, yeah. Well, I don't know. You're the one doing. I hope you're doing well and stuff, because I have some family members that have gone that route, and it can be a little bit messy and stuff like that. But once it's all done and you're focused on continuing your life and stuff like that, that's what's most important as far as that goes. Is you try and come together. If you can't, you go your separate ways, and just leave it at that and stuff like that. But I do hope you are doing well as far as that goes. I'm very grateful that you're here as far as that goes, and checking in and stuff like that, because I do enjoy my viewers from Australia as far as that goes. It's probably one of the places I'd like to go to, but you just have all those little bad bugs that I see on the nature shows that I watch and stuff like that. So, whoa, I don't want one of those in my bed. But I love the scenery that I see online of Australia and stuff like that, especially the back country, the bush, I guess, as far as that goes. But the animals and critters over there, they're very dangerous. They won't bother you. Yeah, I know. I just make more out of it until stuff like that. But I would love to see the countryside of the Australia, because it's so huge and just fantastic. It's unique to the world as far as the landscape that you have there and stuff. And I think more so than any part of the other country, rest of the world and stuff like that. So we have some good scenery here in the United States and stuff like that. But some of the stuff I've seen and YouTube's, and let's see, what do we got? Okay, we got an update there. What about the snakes? Yeah, you got bad snakes. I think the deadliest snakes are right there in Australia in the world, if not the Amazon in South America and stuff like that. But snakes, you can always watch out for snakes and stuff like that. I'm more concerned about the bugs, insects. Snakes I can take. You can always look for a snake. It's the insects over there. I mean, they can be scary and stuff like that. You have snakes top. You have snakes top. Well, the baddest snake here. Well, in New York State, it's the copperhead. They're poisonous. I've never really seen one. Oh, you have snakes? Yeah, we have snakes. The copperhead in New York State, that's a poisonous snake. The rattler snake, that's the one because you see the westerns, you always see the rattler snake. That's a poisonous snake, but they're not as poisonous as the ones in Australia and down in South America. I mean, you got little. I mean, there's one in South America. It's got the different colors, the rainbow colors on it. That's one of the deadliest snakes in the world and stuff like that. But I've seen the nature shows where in Australia they got a business where they call somebody to come in and take the snake away. I've seen that as far as it's like instead of a exterminator, it's a snakeinator as far as get the snake and get him out. Let's see. Let's continue with this. Number 12. Colombia says ICE agents use false pretense to enter a university residence and detain a student. Here's Colombia's they're what? Oh, some of the headlines. I don't know. I let's see. Let's go to next. Number 13. Everyone has something to say at the Supreme Court. Why the tariffs ruling had more than 160 pages. Supreme Court, they ruled. The president accepted that. He mentioned it in the State of the Union. They make a law that can if a law is made, it can supersede that Supreme Court decision. That's how our government works. And then if it goes back to whatever new law is made, somebody might say, "Oh, that doesn't." They'll go through the process and bring it up to the Supreme Court, and it's a process. So let's see. Number 14. British Prime Minister suffers embarrassment election defeat and stronghold to Green Party. Ooh, that's not good for who's in control. Double J's. You might know this, or it's Thammer. Is it the Labor Party? No, it's not the Labor Party. No, it's not the It's the Labor Party that I think that's in charge right now. The Green Party, though, they're coming up. That's like, I guess the Green Party's Britain's version of the liberal left here in the States. Let's see. Number 15. AI is gobbling up the world's memory chips, sending smartphone prices to recording high levels. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we got too much AI. I think AI is getting ahead of what we're capable of supporting, especially because here in the States, what did the president? Yeah, I think during the State of the Union, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, stated for AI, they have to make their own electric because if they start drawing our electric, it's going to raise our bills. Our bills are already going up through the roof right now for electric. And 16, Columbia student released after university says federal agents use false pretense to detain her. I don't know what the particular. That's Columbia. Columbia could go shit in their hat. I don't really care for that. It's a prestigious Ivy League college, but they're full of crap. And let's see, number 17, how David Elson battled to rule Hollywood and won. Okay, he must be a conservative. Number 18, why the Clintons' ordeal might end up backfiring on Trump. I don't think it's going to backfire. Oh, okay, Double J says it's Labor in the UK. Okay, thank you, Double J. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. I think Labor is sort of like the Democrat version of the Democrats here in the States, and the conservatives is the Republicans. And Green Party, well, that's just the wackos. Okay, let's go to next. And we'll finish up here. Number 19, Anthropic rejects latest Pentagon offer. We cannot. Well, who's this Anthropic? ATH. Let me see this. ATH. TH. ATH. What is this? ATH. Oh, let me see what it is here. Hang on for a minute, folks. Where is it? Oh, there it is, right at the top. ATH, ANTH, ROP, ANTH. THROP. Who's this? He's a PBC, is an American artificial intelligence company headquartered in San Francisco. It has developed it's an AI place. Okay. Rejects latest Pentagon offer. We cannot in good conscience accede to their request. Okay. So the Pentagon's asking them for something. Number 20, Savannah Guthrie. See, this is at number 20. It's lower. It's not top of the news anymore. Intends to return to the Today Show, sources says. She looks, her last video where they were offering $1 million, she looks bad. She looks strung out. Number 21, nearly blind refugee found dead in New York days after immigration agents dropped him at the coffee shop alone, official says. Well, we'll see what's actually being said. Number 22, the Trump administration is about to release billions in disaster aid. Several blue states won't be. What disaster is going on? I don't know what's going on there. Number 23, housekeeping says she bought drugs allegedly used to kill spouse. Oh, that's the one that, please tell me these pills were not for him. Okay. And number 24, U.S. hockey players distance themselves from White House video trashing Canadians. Okay, there was a few words being said there, I guess. But you know what I say about the U.S. hockey team winning over Canada? In your face, Canada. Just kidding. Okay, there we go. There we got 25 and 24 on either. So let's go ahead and back out of here. And what do we got? We got 2 hours and 37 minutes. We're going to have to get our day started here. And we're going to say, oh, we don't want that. And we get Mr. Spock. See you soon. Yeah, there we go. See you soon. And we'll leave that up, but we'll bring it down off of the OBS here. We'll close it out on the screen there. Okay, there we go. We still have it in the background there, but okay, we're at 2 hours and 37 minutes. So that's the news headlines. I don't want to go too far into, we could read the articles, but then we'd be here for another 3 hours and stuff like that. So, but thank you again, Aussie Joanne, for the continuous subscription. Appreciate it as far as that goes. And Double Ches says, yep, Canadian Prime Minister is visiting India tomorrow, I think. Oh, is he? Okay. That's cool. This Canadian Prime Minister, I think, is a lot better than the last one. The last guy was a joke as far as, and Aussie Joanne says, no problem. No, very much dope. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in, because I often wonder about you and some other people that used to come in here and stuff. I know you dip in, dip out. That's fine. I appreciate that too, and stuff like that. So, you're always welcome here. You are always welcome to come here as far as on the broadcast, as far as that goes. It's an open broadcast for anybody that wants to be here, as long as you're nice. And I know you're nice. We know where I live. Well, you know where the county I live, and I know where you live in Parks or Garden City, which is a nice place. And you're very much welcome, Joanne. You're very much welcome. Thank you. Also, I appreciate it. It's a late night for you. I'm usually in bed at that time. It's like me and the missus she goes to bed about 2 hours, and then she comes out in the living room and turn off the TV when I'm sleeping on the couch, as far as it goes. And let's see, Double J said Trudeau was terrible, was a troublemaker, questionable decision. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's this guy that they have now. I think there's some things I don't agree with him. Okay, he's thinking the best interest of his country, which is what a prime minister or president should do, and I can respect that. There's disagreements I have, but and then again, he's my neighbor. He's the United States of America's neighbor, Canada. He's an American too. He's here in North America. People keep on forgetting it. I say I'm an American. Yeah, I'm an American, but so are Canadians. They're Americans too. They're here on North America. But our country, United States of America, and they're Canada. That's where the difference is and stuff. we're two different countries as far as that goes. But that's about it. We've been on 2 hours and 40 minutes, so that's good. We usually have a good Friday. This has been a good broadcast. I want to say thank you all in the chat for being here. Greatly appreciated. We started out the broadcast here with our Jersey girl, Tina, who was here. Thank you, Tina. And then Double J's came in right on the at the beginning there. Thank you, Double J's, coming in from a undisclosed location in the Southern Hemisphere. We appreciate you being here, Double J's, and your input as far as that goes. It's greatly, greatly appreciated, my friend. And let's see, what's that? Let me post this up here. Pin comment. Does that? Okay, yeah. Can't choose neighbors to make the best of it. Yeah, I let's just say when Trudeau was in, I wasn't really a fan of Canada because of their prime minister. I think it's the guy they have now is good. Yeah, you can't pick your neighbors. That's for sure, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and unpin that one. And let's see. Going down the list, like I said, we had Tina, our Jersey girl, Double J's from an undisclosed location. His home country is India. And we had Tony D. Thank you, Tony D, for being here, my friend. You have a great one down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Greatly appreciate it, Tony. And we had Captain Rehab, who made a quick appearance and was sort of quiet there. But Captain Rehab, thank you very much, Captain Rehab. I hope all is well with you. Have a great weekend, my friend, coming in from the Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And then we had on the Rumble side, we have Farmer coming in from Virginia. He's checking the latest on his assembly there as far as that stuff. Thank you, Farmer. He also takes care of the chickens there, so he's taking care of the chickens. Thank you, Farmer. Greatly appreciate it. Love the American flag, the Rumble on Rumble. Greatly appreciate it. And as we go down the list, we have Tim Fan. He was coming in from Michigan. He's enjoying his work. It's a new job that he has, and we're glad to have you here, Tim, checking in. And then we had Deplorable coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Thank you, Deplorable. Thank you for the flags. The American flags are great. And then we had Thamer coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Happy Ramadan to Thamer. As far as that goes, they're celebrating Ramadan right now in Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Have a great weekend there, Thamer. And then let's see, we're going down the list. And then that's when Ozzy Joanne, she comes in. Thank you, Oz. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you very much for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you here. One of our many friends. Well, we have quite a few friends here as far as that goes. Coming in from Garden City, Australia. We appreciate that, Joanne. And she says, I have to go. Sorry. No, we're just ending the broadcast now. I'm just saying thank you to everybody. Okay, Joanne, this is the end of the broadcast here. I got to get my day started here. But thank you for being here. And you're welcome so much, too. You're welcome. And then Double J says, take care. Have a great weekend. As always, catch you in the next one. Same to you, Double J. Thank you very much, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. And you have a great weekend at your undisclosed location in the Southern Hemisphere. And actually, that's where Ozzy Joanne is. She's in the Southern Hemisphere. She's getting ready to they're getting ready to change from summertime to fall. And then they're going into their winter as far as that goes. And thank you. Thank you, Joanne. That's funny. Thank you. All right, folks. For the other people that are watching and or dipping in, dipping out and all that, thank you very much for your views. Thank you for the people that are watching this on the replay if you watched it this far. Thank you for the people that are listening on Spotify for Creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And I am Rich Roberts here at Fireman Rich here on Rumble. And you can follow. You can check me out over on X at Fireman Rich if you want to know what I'm doing during the course of the day. That's where I post everything. I'm on a host of other fine and great social media platforms. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at there. But for the most part, everything when I'm posting is primarily on X. And some cases, that's the only place you're going to find it. This broadcast gets I posted across the board on all my, I think it's like 11, 12, 13 different places I posted at. Oh my God, did I post on that many? But at any rate, we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and get our day started and see what the day brings. You all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and thanks again. Ciao for now.